I know we did it back in May when we created the working groups of the FPC. Are we all happy for me to chair them going forwards?
Yeah.
Next up.
I'm happy enough. Okay.
If we could even propose to you if you
Unless Richard wants to.
left a space there.
Thought you were absorbing yourself with these commitments.
No.
Rather than gaining them.
Declarations of interest. No.
Yeah, we're all interested, but nothing would be interested.
Lloyds. This is something you're probably not aware of at the moment, Richard, but Lloyds have been rather difficult.
I have heard, but I couldn't work out
on
how.
banking. So I think it all stems down to when they changed their account type. It's changed a different way of putting us in getting. Before when we had basically fill a form out online and it got you access to the online banking and the banking, whereas now it seems to be you fill one out to get access to the banking, then you fill another one out to get to access to the online banking. I just see that it's
convoluted.
The upshot of it has been that I haven't been able to access the bank account online since the 1st of September.
but
So nearly 6 weeks. I've now got the, I'm approved as a signatory. I've now got the bank card and reader, which came last Thursday. But I'm waiting for the PIN code to make it work. I've spoken to Lloyds for the umpteenth time today, and they say, well, it might come tomorrow, it might come the day after. If we cancel it, then you'll have to wait, and then it comes, you won't be able to use it, you'll have to wait for the second one, so I've had to just leave it be. And I have to come every day and check it. Which means their wages haven't been paid, it means that some of the invoices haven't been paid that should have been.
I think if
We've talked about making a formal complaint to Lloyds, haven't we?
yeah, I think if we I don't want to rock the boat with them yet, but I think once we get our access, we'll put a little complaint in. I think it's not.
Those
safe.
blacklist will put the complaint in, so let's not make it too.
So I think it might just be something that we need to look at because they've not been helpful at all with it.
I think it's general, because we have a new treasurer who spent nearly 6 months trying to get online banking and to get the mandate changed.
I think one of the problems is that
Well,
they don't understand parish councils at all, or organisations, I'm sure charities and things have the same difficulties. They cannot get their head around the fact that I'm the only person who really does the financial transactions, because they'll be like, well, there's 4 signatories, any of them can go and pay the wages. I'm like, no, they can't, not really. Well, 2 of you could go to the bank and then you could do all your money. Told me today, 2 of you could go to the nearest branch.
Where is the nearest branch now?
I said, well, it's more than 10 miles away. You could do it at Halifax, apparently. And I said, but they're not paid employees. The other signatories are elected members who've got full-time jobs.
Yeah.
They just don't understand it at all.
Well, let's see how we go in the next week, but if not, we might have to set some payments.
Ever hopeful it might be tomorrow.
Let's see, if you don't get anything by say Thursday, if we can maybe get if you create a spreadsheet with payments that need to be made, we'll get them.
Well, because if we'd have ever known it was going to take so long, we'd done that weeks ago. But they're always telling you it's going to be.
What's coming?
It's coming. It's sorted. It's going to be a couple of days.
What I will say is, I think they're over it now, but I know the Royal Mail and Annick were very short for a period, and
I don't think that helped.
That's probably not helped because there was.
Do we not come from August or not?
No, because we've not had any post for days, of any sort for days. days and days and days.
Yeah, so I know, yeah, so I think that something like that might cause part of the issues. Or Royal Mail in general is just a bit short. But I think we got over that and recruited a fair few folk now. So, yeah. It's, I think, I know that, say there's rather important sort of cut off time and date that I managed to escape by 4 days or something because of it. So, yeah. The next item probably is something that will maybe spur Lloyds on a bit is interest rates. So I think we need to look at where we hold the larger pots of money, the larger pot of money.
Yeah, I've done some research on this. The Lloyds could offer, it depends what we go for, so it depends how long we think, how much access we need to and how long we're willing to commit it to and everything. A fixed term deposit for 3 months with Lloyds, we'd get 1.4%. For 6 months, 2.24%. If we put it on a 32-day notice with Lloyds, we'd get 1.95%. Or on a 95-day, which is quite a long time, we'd get 2.73%. They're not particularly competitive.
No.
When I've looked at other business accounts, I looked today at the top 10 business accounts that were recommended. And Moneybox Business Safe, I don't know who Moneybox are, you get 3.75%. With Virgin Money, you'd get 3.55%. That's on an instant access account. So that's quite a bit more. There's also, I found, Hinkley and Rugby Building Society do a special deposit account for Parish Council. Where they understand the signatory issues and they talk on their thing about understanding the problems that Parish Councils have with banks. And they do an easy access deposit account, which is 1.75% or a 45-day fixed, 45-day notice, which is 2.2%. Or 90-day, which is 2.9%. So they're not as good as Virgin Money, but they're quite a bit better than Lloyds. And that is that they are supposedly designed specifically for town and parish councils. So that's worth thinking about. But I think what I can look at the best options we can get, and we can agree what we're going to put it in. But I think we need to consider what parameters we're looking at. So how much is, whether we're willing to leave Lloyds for the deposit money as opposed to the current account effectively is the first thing we need to decide. And then we need to decide what access we think we need to it. I mean, obviously, if you suddenly need it more quickly, you can still get it. You just it's not like you can't get it. So I think we need to decide those sort of parameters if we can, and then I can do a bit more research and look in, but we're certainly not getting particularly good deals with Lloyds.
HSBC have been good recently. They've been circulating all sorts of stuff to do with companies.
Yes. One of the ones we probably need to keep an eye on is just basically that none of them require us to have our sort of main accounts with them.
I know that's.
You know, so I think we probably
some of the more better paying ones they expect you to have your current account with them. We're not looking to do that.
Hinkley and what is it?
Hinkley and Rugby Building Society.
Rugby used to live there.
It's an old-fashioned.
Yeah. Sounds like quite good. I'm surprised there aren't more.
the old Benjamin side are gone these days, aren't they?
They all went to banks, didn't they?
And then they shut all them.
So yeah, the first thing would be whether we're willing to move some of the money away from Lloyds, because if we're not, it's just a matter of which Lloyds
Which Lloyds one,
which Lloyds accounts we want.
Could we do a bit of both? Could we keep some in Lloyds in a
Yeah.
deposit? And then other finance put into an alternative and then track between the two for which is the best interest and, you know.
Split it 50-50 across two.
Because do you get higher interest on bigger amounts, or is it just standard
It doesn't
interest?
seem to me it's
Just
different.
spread? In that case, it might be worth reviewing and sort of seeing how it works with it split into two.
Because I guess on the we could potentially get like a longer notice period on it, or you know, the 90 days. Because if we're going to be spending this sort of money, that we need that, would probably be planning
Yeah.
something big. So that might be something that, but then it's then obviously then looking at the balance of that, you know, if it's 2.2 over 45 or 2.9, instead of looking at working the maths on what we've got deposited and see what sort of difference that actually makes.
Virgin have deposit accounts where they say you can have up to 2 withdrawals without any penalty, or up to 4 withdrawals. Which are,
As long as it's not all of your money.
Hmm?
As long as it's not all of the money.
Well, yes, I suppose. Well, it's, I mean, you lose all the interest anyhow if you took all the money out. But I don't think mine specifies you can't take it all out. But it's quite handy if you know you're going to have to dip in every now and then to have that flexibility if they're giving a reasonable interest rate, which I think the Virgin do generally.
I can
Well, they're
I
owned
can
by
tell the
somebody else.
Virgin when they need
Yeah.
the current account.
The other thing we could do is even put them on a longer term, if we're half on the money, but we're on a much longer term, and see if
There's
we
a
get
higher
better
interest
interest.
rate.
Because if we needed something, we've got the other one that's on the shorter term.
Yeah. Well, what's the criterion? Convenience or value for money for the ratepayers?
I think it needs to
Or a bit of each? It's got to be
It's got to be.
both.
Probably a bit of each,
Yeah,
Okay. So do we get?
And we don't want lots of accounts that are to make it too complicated.
No, that's it. Like, so I think, yeah, if you look at, I mean, I will dive in a bit deeper into them and see what sort of works a bit around there and looking. So, budget and precept. So we have, is it January we give it to County Council? So there's, I want to say, is it last week in January as well? But
We normally have another budget meeting out in November, don't we?
so normally I think we have to give it to them by the 26th of January or something. I think it was that last year. So there's your sort of main kind of timeline that you work back from. But then obviously we are looking at actually where's that meeting schedules. So we have our next full meeting after this is the 24th of November. Which is going to be delightful. I'm on holiday the day before. But yeah, so ideally we would probably want to have it
Full council on that day.
full council on, yeah, so we put full council on that date, or it's the full council on the 12th of January. I think ideally the other councils, Warren and Newton, really like having it for the cemetery budget section as well.
The thing is, we could give them the sanitary budget sooner, because we've got a meeting in November.
We've got the 20th of November for there, yeah.
So we could do that one in November, and then do our PC budget from
Yeah.
there.
I'm also happy, I think, to probably simplify things again, like given Joe's new to it, and that, I think we should probably follow suit with it, what we did last year with Jacqueline, get the working group, but I'm happy to, obviously, we can potentially jiggle that meeting schedule if we want to get a finance meeting before it goes to the full council, but ultimately it will get fully approved at the full council either the
So you
12th
could
of
do,
January.
you could do it and put it together too.
Yeah.
How long are you away for, Jan? How long are you on holiday for?
I'm on holiday in November from the 15th to the 23rd. So it's just a week.
Yeah, but I think trying to get it done and already for the 24th is a hell of an ask.
Mhm. So if we just look at then, as you say, get the cemetery one for, because I'm going to be away in that cemetery one, but we can work on the cemetery one together with that. And
We've effectively given them notice that we're hoping to keep it the same, aren't we?
it's just then to see.
It's just how we balance the budget and how it works.
And then-
really.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, ultimately, I think if we can.
So if we aim to present budget on the January meeting,
January the
say that's the 12th,
12th of January. Yeah.
So there's quite a period of time, obviously it's got Christmas and New Year in the middle, but between
But between now
the
and then,
24th of November and the
18.
12th of January, because that's
Yeah.
7 weeks, I think.
Because I think
There's quite a bit of time in there,
yeah.
even if you need 2 working group meetings.
And what it does do is it gives us a bit, because a bit
Because it's
further
not-
into the year,
you know,
but you're trying to then guess what's left in
yeah.
this year's pots, etc. sort of thing, and we can, because that was pretty much a guesswork last year on it, sort of thing, to see what there was, and some were lower, some were higher. So, and I think if we,
Plus, if we present to the full parish council on the 12th,
Yeah.
there's time after that if we need
if we
it
needed to
to have another
have
meeting. Before we have to present to the county council.
So are we having a finance committee or working group on in November?
That would seem to make
I think-
sense
yeah,
for early
yeah.
December.
November, early December, yeah, or even a couple, just to,
It'd probably take 2 to be honest.
too short a one rather than a long night.
Well,
But
you get-
it should be pretty much like I should have the spreadsheet we did last year, it should just be tweak that slightly, and it will work. And I say that we'll, with scribe and all that in the accounts, just make sure when we are doing working groups, we have that all fully up to date and everything with all the latest payments.
Yeah.
And
So we got to pay.
Well, now I can keep the scribes up to date.
yeah,
You can keep accounting.
I
Yeah.
can do that one.
yeah, I've been getting bank statements over too, so it should
Yeah.
still do that. So I think we can throw some dates around and see when it suits for getting a working group for that to discuss it. Recharges to the neighbouring parishes. This is getting all invoicing up to date, I assume.
Well, it's also just because I know we,
That's
been mentioned at
so
the-
it's
at
part of the
the-
budget process.
yeah, at the
Same.
cemetery meeting, that the working assumption was that we weren't going to significantly alter the recharges.
Okay.
They were going to stay the same, so I think that needs to just be
So on
flagged up as part of our own finance committee.
Well, once we get on the banking, just see how it looks with regards all and ping that across to everyone to peruse for a little.
Have we ever got the money from Macdonald and Swollen cutting Nelson's hobblers?
I think that's something to
They all half of
last.
that finance amount.
Yeah,
And those are the things I haven't been able to check because I can't go on that.
yes, I think once we get in on that and then we get them up to date on invoicing and stuff like that. Because I think Jan was confused by what position to her previously and stuff, so.
I think that was a smoke signal or something.
How do you deal with the fact that you can't predict how many people are going to die?
We've got a 10-year rolling average,
Okay.
give us an idea of what we might have as income.
Yeah, but it gives a.
And is the recharge on the basis of use, or is it a sort of fixed annual figure?
It's a fixed annual fee. But we share it out.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We come up with a budget figure and then there's proportions of
Yeah,
it
it's
to each of the different
It's
parishes.
39,
And if there's a massive,
Two,
Two, yeah.
lots of people die off in Thurston because of the pumpkin pie thing, which even I've received complaints about, it's nothing to do with me, then we up the charge the next year. Yeah.
No, because we should be making more money if they're all dying.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So you've received complaints as well
Well,
about the sign, isn't it?
it's not in keeping with the character of the village.
But it was in keeping with the character of the business, of a child's nursery.
No, it's wonderful.
And I find it beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think it's very nice. I did tell
Very
you
visual.
to have a little range, I said, I think it's rather good. Right, space up a bit.
But they complain about the fencing as well.
Hello.
We will continue on. .gov, managed to get a link to that a bit more, Joe, or?
Yeah, I have. What I think would be best, but it's up to you. What I would suggest is that somebody is appointed to work with me to look at the different options, because you have to look at their website and see how it all works and talk about it. So that would be my suggestion, is that one member perhaps be appointed to delve into it a bit deeper and bring forward a proposal, because obviously it's got cost implications, and it's about cost, but it's also about it being better. There's no point in
Yeah, well, I think
finding that
let's say
it's no better
I think
than what we've got
it's
now.
the website at the moment is very predictive to work right now. You know, I've done a bit of work on it myself, so I don't mind. We can.
But I think I've got 4 quotes that were about there. It's just, they all want to give presentations and they all want to provide all this stuff, but it's time.
Yeah.
So I think if everybody agrees to do that, and that's fine, but, then we just need to do that so that we can move on with it.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Happy D.
HMRC. Consider setting up a standing order for future payments.
Yeah, I just wanted to flag up to the Finance Committee that what should have happened in the past, in an ideal world, would have been that each time the wages were paid, the amount that was taken off those wages for tax and national insurance was at the same time or very soon afterwards
Yeah.
paid to HMRC. That has not happened historically. We've now got a large bill from HMRC, which isn't it's not really a surprise because the money's been taken off the wages
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
just,
It just hasn't gone to them at the
it's just
same
easier
time.
to account for it all at one time.
So
So
it's
you
going
see-
you're gonna see it in a payment, and when we make that payment, it's going to be quite a lot of money.
Is it more than what it would have been? Sorry, I've got it.
No, not really.
It's not.
No.
So it's not actually a detriment, and it's actually sat making interest. Or not.
No, we do have to.
No, it'll be in the current account.
Right.
It's better to me if you owe HMRC money.
You better
you're
get
not
it.
getting
Yeah.
money, because
And also, it's much harder
Okay.
it's much harder to follow what it relates to. It's harder to work out which bits that belong to the responsibility of the parish and which bits are the responsibility of the cemetery, because it relates to various months' wages. And so going forward, it would be much better for it to come out. So
Yeah.
you can set up standing orders so that it automatically, when you put through the wages,
Just-
automatically pays
yeah.
HMRC the amount that they're owed, which I think would be better. The good news for you as a parish is that there won't be anything like as much money paid to HMRC.
Yeah.
Because Peter Brown at the moment doesn't pay any tax. I won't pay any tax because I haven't got the jobs.
Yeah.
And so the amounts to
We're a
come
bit
off the
different,
wages
yeah.
and the amounts to spend will be
Yeah.
a lot smaller anyway. It'll be a little bit of national insurance.
No, I'm happy to.
So it
proceed
won't
with
be
that.
a big amount in the future, but I'm just trying to get everything so it's regularised properly. And this will look
I'm
much
assuming that's something
neater
once
in
we're
the
on the
accounts.
banking, you can set that up and stuff.
It's easy to set up.
No, I'm happy enough with that.
Do we do the same thing with VAT returns or
I think we should.
and VAT payments? Because
No, that's a bit more
No,
complicated,
it's
because you have to,
different.
you have to
You have to manually
manually
do it.
but
But we need it more regular than it has.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does help if you do it monthly or at least quarterly.
I think this once Joe's into the banking again, we'll track back to the last one and then track the VAT accounted expenditure since. There's might be something to claim at least. Item 9, next meeting. I have Monday the 23rd of February. Perfect. And we will host the meeting.
And we'll have a working group.
And we'll have a working group in between for the budgets. 1959.
Wow, well done, guys.
Good agenda.
Yeah.